You are now listening to a Doc Martin production.
Get those words! Frackin' nerd!
They say the meek will inherit the earth. We say the nerds are already in control. Welcome to the Frackin' Nerds episode number 309. I'm your host, Doc Martin. And joining me, you know what? He spent a lot of money on AEW figures this week. That's our own, he craves that hunt, our own Chris Class.
Yes, sir. Dude, coming across these AEW figures, these chases, I can't believe I found so many in two spots. I went from none to 9, and I currently have 4 left. I sold one and basically made my money back.
Oh, there you
Can
go.
you help me understand why you need more than one?
Because when you buy them for $25 a piece, and then you turn around, like, I don't flip a lot of figures, I collect, but these things are like the 1 in 3,000s are selling anywhere between $180 and like $220. And I found 4 of them.
So you're
I was like,
these.
yeah. Well, I flipped one. I sold one at cost to Brian, and I traded one to this other big time collector, which actually worked out really well because he put me over on his Toy Hunt channel, and dude, my numbers have gone up like crazy this week. So I was like, hell yeah. So, you know, at the end of my video for next week, I'm going to have, hopefully this video is nice and produced, and I'll have this new video up on it at the end of my video. So maybe that'll just be a snowball effect, fellas.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
I do it at the end of all my Craven the Toy Hunt videos on YouTube, for those of you who are wondering.
Yeah, if you want to check out all the scores that he grabbed with his AEW figures, check out Craven the Toy Hunt on his YouTube channel. You can also follow him on Twitter and all that. Well, this guy almost got narked on. It's our own Joshua over there on the East Coast.
I don't think I got knocked on. I'm pretty sure because that dude was looking at me like as he was walking past me, and I was like, so I'm pretty sure he said something, but I don't care.
There you go. Joshua, how are you doing?
Doing good, enjoying, the NBA playoffs, 1-1, better than 0-2.
Well, yeah, but you lost one at home, right?
Yeah, but I won one as opposed to being down 0-2. Real cold.
Well,
So
your
cold.
refs are helping your team out a little bit, lot better than.
Yes, because
Miami
the refs are not calling. I'm so fragile because they can't call the calls that I usually get in the regular season.
No,
Sorry, Papa.
they don't call those calls, but he's getting smacked in the face. Yeah, no, they're all getting hit harder.
Yeah. It's NBA playoffs, bro. Sorry, I don't know what to say. It seems like it's good defense stopping you. Hell, and defense seems to be lacking on the other end too, because like Jimmy Butler could just walk right up to the basket. Weird. I don't know. So cold. So cold.
All right, we made it there. Let's see if you guys can at least make it past the first round.
I'm hoping.
No, not with your play.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Well, you might be in the same situation as us.
Hey, at least we went to the finals. At least.
Yeah. Yes. I guess the Raggedy Knicks team, a really dysfunctional fucking Sixers team, and then you got beat by the champion. So
we had a good shot at the champion too.
Yes, without their star player.
We lost Trey too in that game. That series.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
No, he was hurt, but he still played.
Yeah, not as well. That's your star player. Anyway, finally, the other guy from the Indiana side. It's our Mr. Half the Size the Man He Is. It's our own Mr. Kennedy.
What's up, man?
No energy to even move.
This is
500 calories.
Mr.
He wishes.
Kennedy.
He
wishes.
I've never seen him like this before. He looks like a dope addict.
I know.
Wow.
He's enjoyed 420, but he's had no calories and he's burned them all.
Yeah, you literally look. What's up, man?
That's my gimmick usually.
Like I haven't been on the show in a while, so I gotta get.
You were on the last show with us.
Yeah, it's just been a while since we done the last show.
But you can't say that like that.
Well, then I didn't realize you guys hadn't fucking done a show in a while.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're on the group chat. You know when we do shows.
Dude, do you realize how much? Never mind. I'm just.
Yeah, no, you're working.
Yeah, you're working, right? Opening up stores
I
left and
own
right.
3 stores
whoops,
now. Yeah,
wrong one.
I'm never, and then 2 kids and a wife, and yeah. So
Yeah,
but
my
I got to play
laptop
some.
ain't getting.
I've played some video games the last week and a half, so that's something.
My laptop ain't getting fixed anytime soon.
Well, guys,
Actually,
remember
if you want to complain about somebody, like talk to Patrick because that's in his store, ready to go. I don't know what his deal is. You get on his ass. Tell him it's a Home Plus.
No, you. I'm getting on your ass because it was your idea. You're the brains behind this outfit.
Truth, I didn't know it still hadn't been done yet. I've already said something to him twice, so this is right up territory.
I don't even know it was done. I'm waiting for you to say, "Hey, Josh, your shit is ready to go."
Patrick's on our Facebook.
No, I'm talking to Kennedy. Kennedy's the point on this.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna message him right now because I didn't know that I still hadn't gotten done yet.
I didn't know it didn't get done either. I was expecting you to tell me, "Hey, your shit is done." Like,
I remember if you want to like and subscribe and not worry about your laptop, please do the show. If you want to get on our Discord channel and talk about when your laptop's going to be showing up, you can definitely do that also. So on today's show, all the problems that are coming with the Flash, or really Ezra Miller, we're getting an It prequel.
Replacement.
And you can add on to your $750 Optimus Prime Retransform. So if you already have one of those, you can add a little bit more to that. But
Is there any chance we're gonna get the gun from Alien anytime soon, or what?
It's still on pre-order, so I think it was supposed to come out in August of this year.
Before it was supposed to come out in December of last year.
We're still waiting on it. Yeah, it'll come out sometime, I would assume.
I hope so.
Well, there's a company who's offering employees pods to masturbate in, and complete with VR headsets. The adult.
Why do I feel like
employees
that's not what they were offered for? They were offered for something else, and somebody's really stretching this.
The company has taken an unusual step of offering their employee pods to masturbate in while at work as an employee benefit. Which normally
that's a benefit.
Yeah. So yeah. Cyprus-based adult website Strip Chat installed 4 pods for its 200 employees, which doesn't sound like a lot of pods for 200.
Okay,
employees.
so it's a porn company.
Yes.
Yeah,
that makes more sense now.
It will allow them 30-minute paid breaks during their work hours to make use of the pods.
To be a janitor there.
Imagine that's exactly what I was about to say. Nice.
The decision to install the pods were made to help employees cope with the stress of the COVID-19 pandemic. They
work from home. Wouldn't that be fucking cheaper?
I mean,
possibly, yeah. And
what's stress from COVID? Oh, this COVID's got me so stressed. I gotta rub one out.
Working for a porn company, how could you be stressed at all? That seems like the greatest job ever.
The pods look like a futuristic ball equipped with 4K screens, Oculus Quest VR headset, tissues, a comfortable chair to masturbate.
Tissues.
And also lube would be provided by the employer.
I like how they emphasize tissue being.
What about like for the women, like batteries or something like that? Should be like.
No, they would have to bring their own devices. I would.
They would, yeah, because that wouldn't be sanitary, I guess. Like,
how do you,
dude,
there you go. Just,
you know what's weird? Imagine, like when you guys go to the bathroom and like, I don't know if you go like at work or something like that. And you go like, you got to drop a deuce and then you go sit down and like someone had just left and the seat's warm. You're like, oh, just like a gross feel.
That doesn't bother me.
Getting that same gross warm feeling, like right when you go sit down, and be like, "Oh, dude,"
or something's
like,
wet where you're touching.
No, that'll bother me.
What if they're
that part's fine.
How do they how do they file that complaint with HR? Like, yeah, the lube you provided, I appreciate it, but it doesn't work for me because it gave me red bumps. So I need you guys to supply a different.
Oh yeah, there's probably.
I don't think the lube is causing the
someone
red bumps.
needs a vegan version of the lube.
Is that covered under the Americans with Disabilities Act? Like, you have to give them reasonable accommodation in their masturbation pods? Like,
oh, I don't know.
That's a dark alley. I don't think anybody wants to walk down there.
This is not the first company to offer masturbation breaks. Last year,
it's not.
Erica Lust Films, who has 36 members on staff, began letting staff have 30-minute masturbation breaks. Again,
30. Who needs that long?
Again, due to that, well, maybe it's females that need that time.
Who needs that long? Like, dude, like 10 minutes max. You can
see,
stretch that out over 3 breaks.
They just created a masturbation station instead of the
Oh,
high-tech
God.
laws. So I guess it's just a room that you could just go in and jerk off to.
Wow.
Listen, Tom, we need to talk about your performance. You've been utilizing the masturbation station too many times in a single day, and we really need you to concentrate more on work.
I'm telling you, ain't nobody getting a handshake after they come on that motherfucker. I'll tell you that much.
The head of communication at the firm suggested that this is what they said. Picture this: a team of happy employees with their creative juices flowing and begin productive because they feel good. A masturbation break at work can result in more focus for your employees, less aggravation or aggression, and more productivity and better teamwork.
You know what? I work at a very stressful place, and if they told me I could jerk off once every day for 30 minutes, I tell them, no, you fucking morons. That's not gonna make me feel better.
So even you guys don't already?
What's up?
So this stuff is accepted, but you suggest a margarita bar, and all of a sudden you're the social pariah. Like, what the
All right, we're getting into sports ball action, so Kennedy, you can sit this one out. University of Central Florida football team is trading jersey numbers for QR codes. Last year, it put Twitter handles on there instead of their actual last names. But this year, instead of the number on the back, you get to scan it and find out who they are and what number they wear.
That's too much work.
I think so. What about the referees? Like, do they gonna have to carry their phone and take a picture when they're calling a foul on someone?
No, I think for the referee, they'll probably just have like something else like on there for them.
Because RFID, you got a fucking wand on your.
Because if you scan the QR code, it's just basically going to tell you their number and name, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so the referees will probably have their number, like they'll still have their number somewhere on the fucking jersey.
I would assume on the front of the jersey, but if you don't,
hold on. So let me take a tech guy stand from this real quick because I'm kind of going down the rabbit hole here. You guys know about tracking technology.
Mm-hmm.
QR codes are going to be much easier to track than numbers. I know that sounds weird, but it would be. What if they did go to like digital referees eventually? Don't fucking burn me at the stake here for saying this, but what if that is something? Because I was just hearing this the other day. I'm part of all these networking groups now for businesses in one of the things they were talking about was that local college and youth sports will have to be are going to have to be canceled soon because of the lack of umpires and referees. So what if in the pipeline, digital referees are becoming a thing? I mean, QR codes would definitely be a lot easier for these cameras to track and report on quickly. It may be a thing.
Well, you'd have to do that, and also the football would have to have some kind of like tracking.
The football could easily have a transmitter in it. Like that's not.
But you have to have somebody call fouls.
Yeah, you're still altering the football. Like in essence, you can, and that opens it up for suspectable.
Yeah, what if you have hacking going on?
Yeah,
adjusting numbers.
You still need like the human. You still need the human aspect of it to observe it, even though
it's going to be something that's going to happen, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah, if you have AI robots.
You don't think we already do?
No, I'm saying there's the amount of money, like you said, you're the tech guy, but that amount of money.
NFL is the number one place that would have the money for that.
Yeah. So what do you think? An AI robot that can do it after testing? That's like what? We're talking about what? 9 figures? Maybe.
Probably, but
yeah,
they can produce that quickly.
No, because there's too much testing that they have to do, and then the owners have to agree on it, the players have to agree, and they probably won't even go for it. Like you would have to be picture perfect to show, this is always 90. It would have to be either 99.9% accurate or 100% accurate.
Joshua, I mean, it's coming. I would put money on this that it'll have.
It's not coming within our lifetime.
I mean, the only way it would come is they have to start implementing it.
You're telling me that you can't trust a computer to determine what is going to happen.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if it's open up, if there's a possibility it could be altered or fucked with by opposing teams, they will not do it.
Dude, it's going to happen. Watch. dude, they're allowing Tesla trucks on the road right now.
Oh, bye.
I should have just like, fuck that.
I'm
Knock him
out.
out of his seat.
We're talking real life shit where people are going to be on the roads with these things and they're allowing it. Like it's getting through. It's going to happen. All the
Okay.
trucking groups I'm a part of is talking about it. So you're telling me that eventually a pastime isn't going to adopt this shit?
I'm saying eventually it's not that it's not going to happen, but it's going to take a very long time. And I say I doubt it happens in our lifetime.
I would put money on it that it happens probably within the next decade.
Okay, deal. Because it ain't happening in the next decade.
I mean,
All right,
it's bad enough they've already let women referee. So, like, what's next?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, all right, Martin.
Doc, this is where you put in the.
Martin, you got to mark it that on
I kid.
420, 2022. So 420, 2032. I got one stack on it.
So you got $100 on it?
So I think one stack is 1,000.
1,000. I was going 1,000. Sorry. Well, he's got time to, collect. I mean, make that money and have it in 10 years, right?
You good with that, Josh?
$1,000.
If I lose, hold on. Ready? If I lose, I'm already halfway paid.
Truth.
Deal.
All right. And then finally, after a century of being one of the top snacks in the land, Cracker Jack is adding a new face to its lineup. Company unveiled Cracker Jill, a new branding effort to celebrate women who break barriers throughout the sports. 5 different Cracker Jill designs will be available at ballparks this season and will be available to purchase after a $5 donation to the Women's Sports Foundation. Well, that's nice. You get to donate before you can actually buy it. So
There's you a toy class to go hunting for.
A Cracker Jill.
Was anybody like sitting there just like, hey, like, I feel like we're not including the women out there with their Cracker Jack?
It kind of goes to like the whole thing with the M&Ms. It's like we never saw M&Ms as sexual or actual things to sexualize them. So it's like I don't care. I just eat the fucking things.
Yeah, I know.
Like I just found out
Cracker Jacks are
JK's
horrible.
No, they're
Dude.
not. They're good.
Yeah,
They
Cracker
keep
Jacks are
the
pretty
ones-
good.
The orange one.
Yeah.
What's
I
gonna
just
be the
found out-
difference between Cracker Jacks and
The
Cracker
yellow one.
Jills? Like they won't have nuts in them? Is that the difference? Like
He's on fire today.
Like I just found out J.K. Simmons does the voice of the yellow fucking
Yeah.
M&M. I didn't know that. So I'm like that's how much interest I have in these fucking like these commercials for these candies that I eat. I can give 2 shits. So, but if they want to be inclusive, it is the times. They are changing. So fuck it, go ahead.
So don't forget. So if you're out there at the ballparks, these are going to be a limited run. So get to your local ballpark, and hopefully they've got some Cracker Jills out there. In movie news, Warner Brothers reportedly is pausing all movies that involve Ezra Miller. Anything
means
from
2.
the Fantastical Beasts, which are shitty fucking movies.
I'm surprised he was even the other ones. Like, how the fuck did he come back? Didn't he die in the first one?
No, he was still alive in the first one.
No, he died.
No, I thought like they had that spirit or whatever the fuck that thing in him.
And they killed him.
Well, he's still alive, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking watch those. Those things.
Yeah, like I was like, why is he in the second one? Didn't he die in the first one?
I don't know.
Somebody pointed out that the new one doesn't even have beasts in it.
But they said that though. They said it was gonna progress into a Dumbledore type series. They said don't like the guy who was in the first one, the guy who played Stephen Hawking. There was like he wasn't gonna be that main. He wasn't gonna be a main character in the next couple of them. They said that after the first one. It was like, yeah, we're not gonna focus on it, and there's not gonna be any magical beasts in it. And I'm like, well, why the fuck are they calling it?
Well, why still call
Stephen
it?
Hawking was in Magical Beasts or Fantastic Beasts?
The guy who played.
No, like I played him in the movie.
There's a guy that played Stephen Hawking in that movie?
No,
Yeah.
in a movie, not
in
that movie.
Oh,
Class obviously does not watch any movies at all.
I don't.
And then the other movie he's going to be in is in The Flash, and I kind of wonder, like, are they just going to sit on The Flash for a while, especially with the news that DC with the
Discovery
coming in and saying they need to fucking fix the Snyderverse pretty much, because I think they're blaming on the Snyderverse of being a shit fucking verse.
No, I thought they just want to rebrand everything, or they want to reboot, especially like
from the news release, they're wanting to just completely wipe and
So
restart.
they feel like the Snyderverse fucked up Superman completely.
No, no. The Snyderverse didn't fuck up Superman. Those fucking people in charge fucked up Superman.
People in charge put Snyder in charge of it, right?
And then what happened? I know you like to make jokes about it, but the man was going through some stuff.
Well, no, he wasn't going through some stuff when he was making Batman versus Superman.
No, but didn't they fucking they were complaining about Batman versus Superman because it was the guy the Japanese dude who was in charge.
Oh yeah, he was the one that was the biggest.
Like a lot of people want to say it's that man's fault, but if you look at it, it's really not his fault. It's those assholes, because that's the reason why Ben Affleck didn't do the Batman movie. He said, I wanted to do my own story. They were like, no, we need you to do the story now. And he's like, no, don't rush me. I'll just do whatever Batman you want to do. They hired this asshole, and he was like, oh, I want to do one with a younger Batman. Like, a lot of shit happened because of those people in charge. And it just goes to show you that the people in charge of Warner Brothers, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
You didn't like the Matt Reeves Batman?
I'm going to watch it tonight.
You haven't watched it yet?
Nope.
Oh, wow. All right.
It's all right.
I mean, dealing with some stuff, taking care of my grandmother, something.
Yeah, man. You've had your hands full, man. I've really liked seeing your pictures on Instagram though. Those are fucking sweet, dude. I mean, I'm sorry you had to go through it, but it was nice to see.
Oh.
It's like everyone's like
the Nieto step up like that. Nieto. Hold on, that's God's grandson, right? Or is that
it's grandson.
Yeah.
I was like, people are like, man, why haven't you cut your hair or done it? I said, I've fucking been busy doing things that are more important than getting a haircut. So.
Well, Ezra Miller, he's been busy beating up people in Hawaii. He's been arrested.
Throwing chairs and shit, thinking he's Sandman.
Twice, I think, now.
Yeah, twice.
He accosted some friends at a bar, and then recently he was at another friend's house and got pissed and threw a chair at her face and cut her.
Who does that?
Is this dude just on crack?
Something's going on with this kid. Like, he's fucking losing it.
Like, is it just a case of being young and rich and famous all of a sudden? And
don't forget, what was that, 2 years ago where he choked out the girl?
Yeah, that was like he's always doing it like in not places America. He does it like in other
Hawaii
countries.
is America. I don't know if you realize that.
It's a state, but it's not a part of America.
It's part of the United States.
It's part of
They call it 50 states of the United States of America. Hawaii
is it connected? Is it connected to us
by ocean?
Yeah, not really. I only count land, but
it is not. It
hey,
is not
Alaska,
one of the.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's not one of the continental U.S. states that
not
I would send stuff to.
Yeah, there you go.
If I got to ship extra to get to that, fuck it, you ain't part of the states.
So yeah, everything that Ezra Miller is working on has been put on hold in regards to DC. Hey, if you're gonna go check out AMC and maybe go see a movie soon, especially not the Morbius movie, you can use Dogecoin to pay for your ticket.
Didn't we talk about this already?
They were talking about doing Bitcoin and stuff like that, but now you can use Dogecoin. You have to use BitPay as your payment to do it. That sounds like a lot.
So there's transfer fee. So why would you?
Yeah, I don't.
And why are we paying with a meme coin? God dang it! It's just.
You think AMC gets anything? I don't think they do.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that the AMC here next to me was shut down for like a good 2 months, and then all of a sudden they started having posters up again. So I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Well, the one by me still's got the shitty fucking chairs. They don't have any reclining chairs. Still gonna be my problem. Josh has apparently got a nice one. What are you playing with over there, Joshua?
The finger thing. I just like it really was squeezing my fingers for a second. I was like,
dude.
No. I don't have one of those.
Oh.
If Doc keeps playing the way he's playing, he's going to have a new background here within a month or so.
What do you mean?
Well, you got a key. There's only the obvious next steps.
Well, there's a few more steps before we get to that step. So she's got to get her daughter moved in, and then a couple other things.
Yeah, we're talking. This is a great episode. We're talking about Doc's relationship status.
The Crow reboot is moving ahead with Bill Skarsgård.
Nobody
Who?
cares about that. Yeah, see?
Feel like the guy from Nacho.
Pennywise, the clown from It.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Crow was an indie comic written and drawn by James O'Barr in the late 1980s. It told the dark tale of a man and his fiancée that are assaulted and killed by a gang after the duels. Car breaks down. The man is resurrected by a crow and exacts vengeance on those who took his life and the life of his love. It was made famous with Brandon Lee, sorry, who got shot by a fake bullet and died.
No, he got shot by the same thing that person got shot with the other day. The piece of metal.
Alec Baldwin shot him with.
No, that wasn't the same thing.
That was a live ammo.
That was a real bullet.
Yeah, no, this was he got hit by the frag or whatever that's left over in the bullet because they didn't clean the gun properly before they
recently happened.
No, it happened in '93. Or are you talking about the new one?
No, you said there was another incident.
Yeah, I can't remember the timeline on it, but yeah, there was another.
I thought they
incident
stopped utilizing that after the Alec Baldwin situation.
No, because that was the problem. The guy was that was a human error. That what happened.
Oh yeah,
Like somebody
didn't
do it
away so they don't have a situation like that occurring again with the.
I don't
blanks.
know about that.
Yeah, because it's still stuff can still happen with blanks.
Yeah. So with Lee, it got stuck in the pistol, and then when they shot the next blank, it fucking hit him.
That's fucked up.
It's like his dad can't make.
I remember that happened on Ed. He died on it was April Fool's Day, and I remember hearing that, and I was like, "Shut the fuck!" I was a sophomore. I was a sophomore, and I remember hearing that news, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! You guys are kidding." And
that was
like
the
next
first movie where they had to do a stunt double and digitize his face over the.
Which they did a good job.
Yeah,
actually,
they did do a good job.
Because I remember because he died before the movie came out. Watching the movie. And I was like, where the fuck was these scenes? And even now, as I'm older, I watched it. I remember telling Matt, I was like, Jesus Christ, they did a good job covering that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw the scene, and I was like, even then, they did a good job. I was like, fuck, man, this is ahead of its time, man.
They did.
Yeah.
Was the scene with the kids in the alleyway, wasn't it? Is that where?
No, it was when he like came back and he was resurrected. Like he was like doing all that weird gymnastic shit. And like you see his face, but like the crow lands on him, and then it like flashes. And like, you know, it's the same thing with Gladiator. That guy died who bought him. Like he died in the middle of filming, and fucking like that was way worse because like you see him like they used like unused footage of him or something like that, and he was like, yeah, this doesn't fit right in the movie. Like,
you mean weird. Like the Star Wars movie where it was just like with Leia in there, and it just seems like your dialogue doesn't meet what she's saying. It like just does not work.
I broke it.
His hand strength is too strong.
I'm gonna get another one of those things. I like doing that.
And TV.
Yeah, I bet you do like doing that.
Dead Boy Detectives has got an 8-episode series for HBOmax. The characters were the television characters were introduced in the Doom Patrol, but they apparently have hired different actors to play the roles of the.
I mean, that's what they do, right? First, fucking when we got introduced to Doom Patrol, we had
they had a number of different actors.
No, they had like a different. The main guy, Timothy Dalton's character. Who else was different?
I'm trying to think who else. Brendan Fraser was still doing the voice of robot guy.
And the guy from White Collar was doing the voice of him. The other guy.
So, but yeah, definitely a different chief for that. But it's about these two British teenagers who die and then connect with their friend to help them try to figure out what happened to them and also solve murder mysteries.
Oh, that's
Hardy Boys, but they're dead, pretty much.
Oh, I have a clue.
And then as we continue on, speaking of Skarsgård, but I don't know if he'll be in this one, that It prequel series is in the work for HBOmax.
He would have to be.
Welcome to Derry. Yeah. I mean,
he was
this like, is anybody wondering what the fuck happened? Like, what was it, 28 years ago or something like that? Before then?
No, Wasn't it like in the 1940s or something like that? Because they show it in part 2.
It
They show,
happened like every 20-something years, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
because
Hopefully
it's
they don't.
like in the original one from way back when they show a fair from like the 1920s or something like that, and it came out when they were kids. It was like what 1950 something when he came after them,
Yeah.
and then it shows them as adults. Yeah.
I've never seen it. Big shocker.
Like
I know,
any of
but
them? Like even the Tim Curry version one?
nah, I never
The
seen
Tim
that.
Curry version's good. I ain't seen the new one because it just looks like shit. But
No, like
That
the
wasn't
first
bad.
half. First half's good. The second half just
Yeah, the second one kind of went a little. I was in the movie theater. I actually watched it in Kentucky. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like they were
Did
like,
you really?
Bill Hader's character had like this gay storyline that went nowhere. Like I'm like, what the like, and it just was weird. Like I was like, what the fuck is going on with this movie? You know, like it's a little nutty.
the Tim Curry one is good.
Y'all float down here. Ah, it's fucking.
I've never seen any of them. I don't know. It just never really like looked. I love like I don't want to say I loved horror movies. Like I was a fan of horror movies. Like Nightmare on Elm Street was like my shit, and I just love that. I love those like Friday the 13th and all that. But like something about it was just like
It didn't appeal to you?
Didn't really appeal to me at all. I was like,
No,
it
I don't
looks
blame
scary.
you.
It just looks kind of cheesy.
It's like 3 different movies in one. So you go from like this coming of age tale, fight against the bully, to what the fuck is that, to we're fighting aliens. So it's really a weird fucking transition through the whole movie. Yeah.
a class.
I think
I like
unless
things
you read
like
the book, you wouldn't know he was an alien.
I like
in the
Christine.
book, they also have sex to try to get out of the sewers.
No, they have an orgy.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, don't they rape that girl or something like that?
No, she says like we have to fuck. So
hey.
she gives up that JJ.
That reminds me of that scene from Zack and Miri Make a Porno where fucking Jason's like, "Let us fuck."
Class, I'll blow your mind. Do you remember? Do you know who plays Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street series?
Robert Englund.
Right. Did you know he performed the backup for the song "Can You Feel the Love Tonight"?
Can you feel the love tonight? Yeah, just
by Phil Collins.
No, by Elton John. He did
on the
backup.
Lion King.
That's
The
not.
Lion King song.
Oh yeah. I'm getting the Disney songs mixed up. He did.
He did.
Yeah.
So did
Phil Collins did the
a
Tarzan
man named
song.
Rick Astley too.
No.
Yes.
What?
Fucking
Yeah.
TikTok, man. I saw it on TikTok too, and I went and looked it up, and it's legit.
Yes, because TikTok is a valid fucking social.
How?
media.
You know what? There's more truth on there sometimes than other fucking places.
How like did Elton John, was he like, you know,
Hey, Freddie, you want to get on this?
I think
I
you know what's
know.
funny though, that was not Freddie's first song though. You remember what Freddie's first song really was?
I'm gonna get you, bitch.
Fat Boys?
If Fat Boys, close. It was Fresh Prince and Bel-Air, or Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
No,
It
he
was
did not
Nightmare,
do that.
Nightmare on My Street. That wasn't
No.
his voice.
No,
that really wasn't.
They weren't allowed to do that that version. Like they were getting sued. That's why the Fat Boys one came out.
There was a Fat Boys one.
That's the legit Nightmare on Elm Street one.
Really?
Yes,
Are you sure about that? I'm about to.
I am
Google
very
it.
sure.
Yes, if there's useless information out there to be known, Doc knows.
Look on
it.
TikTok, Doc. I don't believe you until I see it on
Why am I
TikTok.
gonna look on TikTok?
Because that's the only reputable source.
I love TikTok. It just makes anybody a bash of fucking a wealth of information. Like, did you know in 1962 they're just doing all these videos? I'm like, you have anything better to do with your fucking life?
Dude, it's great. Like 1 minute you're learning how to cook a brisket, and the next minute you learn that Robert Englund can fucking sing. Like,
Yeah, learning how to cook a brisket in under a minute is really fucking like I've gotten some. Someone sent me a TikTok. A friend of ours sent me a TikTok on how to make nuggets. I'm gonna try to do that.
New Line Cinema did sue DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, which don't get his fucking wipes out of your name. Record label for copyright infringement, forcing the label to destroy a
think your
music
words
video
were correct.
produced for the song. So the
Yeah,
copy of the
Thomas C.
video-
Adams.
Yeah.
Whoa, man. I did not know that.
They did settle out of court and then allow them to put it on the album. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper.
Wow. Interesting.
But yeah, the Fat
Interesting.
Boys did release a song. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick.
You know, I heard that we had a tape. Elvira plays the hits, or Elvira's after. It was something like that. It was a cassette tape that my mom and dad had that song on there. It was a bunch of Halloween songs and shit. That's where I heard that originally.
The song is called "Are You Ready for Freddy?"
Yeah, I do remember that. I forgot the Fat Boys did that. Here I was thinking it was I was way off.
It's long. It's like
Way
I
off.
didn't even get to the song.
Get you, bitch. That shit always makes me laugh every time I think about it. I'm
You've
sitting
got
there
the
watching.
body and I've got the brains. I always like that.
Welcome
can't
to
believe-
prime time, bitch. I just can't stop laughing. I'm like, oh, so that's why Scary Terry always says that on fucking Rick and Morty. I never
Oh,
put that.
bitch.
Oh.
Oh, bitch. Yeah, Freddie says it a lot. Apparently, in the video, Prince Marquis D's Uncle Frederick has died, and his lawyers meets the group outside the Nightmare on Elm Street house. And the lawyer informs Marquis that he must spend the night inside Uncle Frederick's home to earn his inheritance.
Oh wow, riveting. How many times has that been used on TV and cartoons?
What, the Freddy Krueger
The-
thing? Or?
No, that premise. Oh, if you want to make $1 million, you get your inheritance. You have to
Oh,
stay
yeah.
in a haunted house. We got asked that yesterday. Like, oh, would you spend a night in a cemetery for like $500,000? Like, fuck yeah. What the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah,
Oh, you know, the
nobody's ever
spirits might come.
died in a cemetery by like a ghost or anything like that.
Yeah, like
I mean, the
Did y'all
worst.
ever watch the movie 1114?
Yeah.
That scene where he's getting fucked on the gravestone and the fucking head falls off and smashes his.
Oh, maybe
no.
that?
What is this movie?
Movie.
1114. I've
Wait,
never
what is
heard
that
of
movie?
it.
I never
It's
even
a
heard of
Patrick
that.
Swayze movie.
What?
Really?
Oh, that movie that it's like a whole bunch. It's like a whole bunch of people at the same time.
Yeah.
Something. Oh, okay.
But she's fucking him in the graveyard, and they're like hitting the gravestone, and then the head falls off the gravestone and smashes dude's head in while she's fucking him, and she keeps going because she doesn't realize right away, and like,
Wow. You don't realize.
well,
You
she
want
was like
some head?
mid climax when she was fucking him, and just
Or
Yeah.
what's that called? Angel lust. Whenever you die with like the most raging boner you could ever have. Like people die with that, and it's you ever heard of that? Angel lust, I think is what it's called.
you know what? It doesn't surprise me the nurse knows that.
It's I've never seen.
Hey, man, with angel lust. That's what
You know
it
You
is.
come in, you start like fucking like doing chest compressions. You look down, it's like, am I fucking inflating that thing? What am I doing?
In class. Since you did ER work, and now you've gone to bigger, better places. But during your time as an ER nurse, did you ever deal with like any sexual accidents or anything like that?
It's like, yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was just
yeah. Things stuck up dudes' asses. That's happened. Dudes.
They made
Never
a
I've
book
never
about
saw
that
like a
stuff.
yeah.
I've never worked at ER, but one person told me that one time they came in and the two people were stuck.
I mean, that sounds a little weird. Like they're not
What
What the
dogs,
fuck did they use for
you
lube?
know.
I don't know, but he was like because you know the
She
ER
put a-
people come.
She
and
put
they
a
roll 'em in the
Chinese.
bread.
Yeah, she got a
They
finger.
got a Chinese finger. She put one in there. It's like, "Ka-kunk."
Clamps down.
It's like
I just
the
thought that
Eric
was-
Andre movie.
I just thought that was so funny.
Yeah, man. This dude came in. I guess I can tell this story because I'm not saying who it was.
Yeah,
It's
you
not a
can't
HIPAA
No.
violation, right?
No HIPAA. You can't say names.
No, it's no name. A dude came in and I read like there's a thing called an HPI, which when you're triaging someone, like you kind of put like the reasoning why they're here. Like you have a acuity and you have like a basing, a shortness of breath, chest pain, something like that. And it said rectal pain. And I was like, no, it said foreign body. And I was like, okay. And someone's like, dude, did you see room? Whatever. And I was like, no. And I read the HPI and it said like sex toy in dude's rectum. And I was like, what? And so I went in there and dude's just sitting there, just like totally chill. And I was like, and so I acted like I didn't know anything. I was like, hey, what's going on, dude? My name is Chris. I'm gonna be a nurse, man. And started typing everything up. I was like, so what brings you in today? He's like, well, it's my wife and mine. It's our anniversary, and she got a little overzealous. I said, yeah, she did. What happened? Yeah, she has put a toy in me, and it just, dude, it's like you have two, like in your butthole, you have like two sphincters, man. You have like the initial one, and then you have another one, and those things are like a fucking vacuum. So we just like, it just will just gobble that shit right up.
Do they all start off with a story, or does anybody just straight up say, "Yeah, I got this thing shoved in my ass"?
I mean, I only had two people. Now, there's been people that have been sent there because of like tears and because like, you know, people get their like guts, you know, fucking all up in their guts. Yeah. It happens. It happens. So yeah, but yeah, dude was like, so I had to ask, I was like, dude, so like, is it on right now? Like, I just expected like to be sitting there and he's just like fucking just buzzing right off the chair and shit. He's like, nah, dude, it's glass. And I was like, whoa, we're in a whole other, like, this is a whole other scenario now, because like, and he's like, dude, we were trying everything to fish it out. And I was like, oh.
Did you push?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what to do, man. So he had to go to surgery, man.
They had to open him up and get it out?
Yeah, man. Some people end up with colostomies for that for like the rest of their life because they've wrecked that whole area. So
you have to dilate that whole area, I'm sure. Like,
there was a dude that came to the, this wasn't a sex thing. I've seen a lot of dudes' buttholes, man. That was not part of the job that I expected. But he was pushing too hard once. And this is actually crazy.
Oh, no.
Pushed too hard. And he blew his asshole out. He had a prolapse rectum. Prolapse. And so it looks like, you know those squishy things with water that you hold and they're like, and they come through your,
yeah,
it looked like one of those. And so this is a trick. This is crazy because there's a whole
put sugar on
it. Job, you put sugar on it and it causes an osmotic effect that makes it kind of soften up and go down, so the doc could like go and push it fucking back in there. That dude needed surgery too, but you put fucking sugar back there, so it gives a whole other meaning to like sugar in the tank, dude. Like
all you kids that are watching, make sure you go look up pink sock.
Yeah, dude, I've seen some shit, man.
I just guessed that sugar shit. I didn't think.
No, that's true. That is 100% true.
I'm thinking like the same. It's probably the same with the dog. When the dog has a hard on and you want it to go down, you put sugar on it. So it's probably.
Who the fuck is doing this?
Yeah.
Like just
what is going on in New York? Are you okay?
No, you've never. I was watching.
No.
Okay.
Nobody ever goes, get the sugar. The dog's got an erection again. The rocket's out.
the lipstick will go down.
This is Joshua remembering weird shit. I was watching an episode of The Real World. I believe it was San Francisco or San Diego, and they had a dog, and the dog always had a hard on, and they're like, "This is getting uncomfortable." So they called the veterinarian. They're like, "Hey, listen, the dog has a hard on like 24/7. Is there something we could do?" He's like, "Yeah, sprinkle sugar on it." That's why I figured you country bumpkin folk probably knew about that. I'm sorry.
We just let the dogs have hard-ons. We don't.
Not that concerned about it.
Red Rocket.
All right, guys. Do y'all remember the show Takeshi's Castle?
Yes.
No.
Well, you may have remembered it from another name. It was
Most
translated
elimination challenge
and edited into MXC. Well, they're going to bring back Takeshi's Castle, but we're not getting MXC. They're just going to have the competition overly, like, kind of like was it Wipeout or something like that?
Yeah.
We're not. That's where
the same host
came from.
Is it the same host? I hope.
Yeah, I think the original guy is going to come back.
Kenny Blankenship and
no,
Vic Romano.
No, those are. Well, I mean, yeah, but those are not their actual name.
Yeah, I know. That's their names translated to English.
If you've never seen MXC, do yourself.
That's where Wipeout got its idea from.
Yeah,
like, that show was crazy.
Absolutely.
But it's not. But the Wipeout is not as intense as MXC is. I mean,
they'd be like literally. Hey, if you want to win this money, you got to run up this hill with like a 30 gallons of lube coming down at the same time. Well, we're also going to throw shit at you. Good luck.
A gigantic boulder.
Also, those MXC, whoever the writers were amazing. You try to watch these American versions of them, and their jokes are just bad.
Yeah. just even the little shout outs and like just all the things like when they come out, this is for my homies in Battle Creek. And it's like, and then they run and just like, and dude, these people like would just totally eat shit. Like the ones where they have to run through like a little pond and there's like,
Oh, they would catch those rocks in the chest.
Oh yeah, it was the rocks. And some would go down and some they'd be like, Kung, and like smack their face or chest. Like, dude, and they'd get up and be like, yeah, like I'm okay.
I ain't gonna lie. They have that type of. I don't know if you guys ever watched it. It's on ABC. It's I think it's called Holy Moly. Like Steph Curry, like put his name on it.
I haven't seen that.
So one person ate shit on that show, and I was like, "Good God! Like this ain't worth it. $10,000. I think they're playing for. It's not worth it."
I wonder if American Ninja Warrior or Ninja Warrior in a whole comes off of this. Some guy showed up for MXC. He's like, "No, fuck this. You guys need to take it seriously," and then just fucking.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Nah, fuck that.
I remember like in the 80s seeing Takeshi's Castle like before,
and it was always filmed with the shittiest camera possible.
Yeah, I remember before MXC. Like I remember seeing that at a buddy's house, and we were watching, and I was like 10, and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is insane. Like I'd never seen anything like this.
That's a question. On the original version of Takeshi Castle, were they like being overzealous like with the comedy and stuff like that? Were they being funny? Like,
yeah.
I know,
no.
It seemed like they were, right?
If you go back and watch the original season or two,
yeah,
it's very like they're not trying to be too jokey. You can tell they went jokey when the MXE stuff was edited.
Yeah, because
the first thing is about they're invading the castle, and they're trying to keep them away from the castle. Is what it is.
Okay, because MXC couldn't fly now because it racially insensitive.
Oh yeah,
I think.
And
I
so
think if
like
they make the same changes
jokes.
If they make the same changes that Mystery Science Theater 3000 made, then they'll make it.
No, because we don't have any more Mystery Science Theater 3000, and that was on Netflix. It's not like they did another version of it.
I think that just failed because it didn't have a good following. But
MXT 3K is still out there, or I'm sorry, MST 3K is still going.
How? Where?
How? They have the cinema. They have the Gizmonoplex that is out that you can sign up for.
Oh, so it's something that people who are hardcore fans would have to know about.
Yes, I know about it.
Yeah.
I've already watched the first episode of the new season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that means anyway.
It's good.
Putting it on Netflix or
it's got a favorite wrestling person for class over there. It has Santo in there.
Really?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
He fights the vampire.
Oh,
fights Dracula.
I have over there is. I actually have a Santo mask.
And nothing beats Cry Wilderness. I gotta rewatch that episode.
That's a great movie.
This is fucking
Paul, get your dad, Paul.
Fucking Bigfoot.
Yeah. If you not watch Cry Wilderness on Netflix, that is such a fucking.
I want.
Oh my gosh!
If
they bring that, if they were to redo that show, I know who could play that guy. Hold on.
What is they do? I want to do a
remake the movie.
Episode.
Yes,
Fracking a watch along.
I want to do a watch along for that movie.
And the very that might be watch alongs might be the nail in his coffin because the very last episode of Back Row Hecklers was a Nacho Libre watch along.
I think we were done at that point. We was like, let's.
I think we were. Yeah. We had been done.
I feel like we could still do a watch along with any wrestling movie if you're ever bored. Because like I ain't got nothing but free time. So
we should do it with Ready to Rumble.
Yeah, please, let's do it.
If they remade that, John Bernthal is that fucking mercenary hunter guy.
That's actually a good casting.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could do it.
Did you see they're making a video game with riff tracks where you actually watch clips and you can put in your own riff and vote for what is the better joke? That's gonna be coming out soon. If you're good at that stuff.
That's actually kind of a cool idea.
It'll be over fucking saturated though.
What? Well, you can either use dialogue that it's already pre-written or create your own. All right, guys. In comic book news, DC has canceled the Ezra Miller Flash movie prequel comic. So I don't know if that's more signs of Flash is going to be put on the shelf for a little while.
What happened to Barry? He got lost in time.
Yeah.
Aggravated
God
assault.
damn it, Barry.
It sucks too because he was on such a high wave, especially with that ending of Peacemaker.
Oh, the Peacemaker was
Just-
great. And now they're trying to get the guy who plays Barry Allen on the TV show, but I mean the movie's shot, right? It's done.
No, because I feel like you can, and Warner Brothers has so much money, they could just scrap that movie and just be like, we'll just do something different with this kid. But it just wasn't. It won't
I mean,
work.
I'm not looking forward to it anyway because they're trying to do Flashpoint, but not do Flashpoint. That's the problem.
Like I said, they ain't Marvel, they ain't Disney, they ain't the MCU. Because
So what's the dude do? Like beat up a
He's
woman?
beat up a number of people in Hawaii.
Yeah,
like in
and
multiple
in Iceland.
Okay.
Oh, in Iceland, he choked a girl out.
Yeah,
So he choked a girl out. Okay, so he's
And we thought
clearly
he was
like
done as the Flash after that, but then no, he's like, oh no, he's keeping his movie still.
he's clearly like a sociopath and he's psychotic. He
I
got
don't know
beat to death if
because
he's- But-
I'm sorry, but like we've never heard anything about him like prior to this. Like we never heard him having like incidents like this. Like the only thing I heard about that kid was like because he was just kind of like, you know,
He's weird.
yeah, weird and bisexual and stuff like that. Like he's like,
Dad, do you think is this kind of like a Shia LaBeouf that he's just like losing it?
So why not release a movie anyway though? Like if it's already shot, so what? No, I mean, it's all right. He shouldn't hit a woman unless like well, never mind. But he shouldn't, okay? But it makes me think of that whole Bill Burr thing, like, you know, you shouldn't hit a woman. It doesn't mean you haven't, like, there aren't reasons why you shouldn't. But anyway, why not just release a movie anyway if it's already shot? Like,
I
is
feel
it gonna
like
be backlash?
no, it's not backlash. I just feel like if they can scrap it and take the L, I mean, they've been taking L's like left and right with some of their movies. It's like, how do you make this movie and then you're gonna recast them? Like, you understand? Like, you have to like, they're gonna have to come to the conclusion is like, oh, this movie is not getting released, or it's gonna just be one of those things that we just put out there and be like, this has no connection to anything.
But isn't it
Or
supposed to create the multiverse for DC?
I don't know. Like, I really don't. Like I said, Doc, you'll agree with me. It's like Warner Brothers is stupid when it comes to making these comic book
Oh
movies.
yeah, they are. They are.
And you know, they could literally be like, "Oh, we'll do something in Black Adam to make Black Adam," or just like they'll just do something stupid like that to create that multiverse.
Had he
And I just-
like committed these like fucking
Yeah,
atrocities against women
gotta-
before the movie happened?
No, before the movies
movie
come
shot,
out.
Well, no, before the movie shot is where he choked the girl, and then they went ahead and went with the movie.
Why isn't he in
And-
jail if he did something that bad?
Because it was in another country, and his
He's not in
excuse was-
another country.
No, I'm talking about in Iceland.
Oh, in Iceland, yeah.
Yeah. So in Iceland, he
I
did
don't
it,
think
and
he
his
pressed charges in Iceland.
but it was on camera,
It was on camera. But
and I think his
you can get hit in the Oscars and they don't press charges.
What a piece
Well,
of shit! Like someone just needs to beat this dude's ass if he's going around hitting women.
What's
Like-
Amber Heard doing right now? Is it does she be able to-
testifying on court. But no,
Like, I
Biding
just-
her time so she can hit Johnny after.
it's
Yeah,
the thing in Iceland, his excuse was, that was an overzealous fan, and it didn't seem like that. It just seemed like he just was like, get the fuck away from me, grabbing her. Now the Hawaii situation was he got arrested for assaulting someone, got out, and then assaulted somebody else again.
Yeah.
So this is
Wow.
like days apart, and like I said, we've never heard anything bad about him. There was no rumors or any reports about him. So him doing this is like, I don't know, like if unless he was an asshole on the low and nobody knew.
Yeah, it clearly sounds like it. If this is shit he's doing, yeah, he clearly sounds like a fucking asshole. You don't fucking, I don't know. You don't fucking do that shit.
No.
There's no excuse for that shit.
All
Unless
right.
she's coming at you with a fucking knife, then fucking do whatever you have to.
And we know
Turn the
Class,
tables.
Class craves that hunt, and we don't know if he's going to search for this one. But last year they released the Optimus Prime, 19-inch tall Optimus Prime that can actually transform itself, has audio.
Yes.
You.
Yeah.
The cost of it was the small price of $750. So
Fuck that.
Hasbro has followed up, and apparently people are going, well, what about his this trailer, and now they've released a transforming trailer that's also $750 to add to.
Fuck that, dude. Hasbro Pulse and all that. They're fucked up, man. The way that they're charging an arm and a leg for some of these fucking like these fan based like fan funded type of shit. Like the Sentinel looked fucking awesome, but it was like
on Danhausen.
500 some. Yeah. And I've seen them in person, and they're very impressive. But like $500 some. Like I'll tell you this. Mattel, I think it's who did it. They did a thing where it was the WWE New Generation ring, and it's a ring. It has the old school like an entrance with like it's all electronic, like it looks cool. Comes with an Ultimate, which those are like the $35 figures, like those behind me. The Ultimate and Ultimate Doink, Macho Man, like a special edition, and a Diesel, and like an Ultimate Diesel, like. The only way you can get these, and it comes with like different aprons, and it comes with like an announcer table, and it comes with a bunch of shit. The ring itself and like all that shit together was $250, and you get a ton of stuff. Whereas like the Razor Crest was what, like $700, something stupid, man. And it's like, why is Hasbro charging so much? It's impressive looking, and like you get some cool shit, but then it was like, what was the one that just totally failed? It was the Rancor, or
the Rancor did not meet the Kickstarter run.
Yeah, man. And it's like when you charge so much, and it's like, oh, we'll give you a Luke. Well, we've already had a Luke. Oh, we'll give you the Rancor Master. It's like, shit, you guys should have fucking like really thought this through, instead of like there are those like with the Savage. If you ordered before a certain date and they hit so many backers, you got the Savage and all that. So like it hit all, like you needed 5,000 or 8,000, like everything was met and you got it. I ordered 2. So I'm just like, so I spent basically less for all this shit on 2 of them than like Hasbro has been charging for some of these things. That's ridiculous. $700 some for a fucking trailer. Like
it was like that. You saw that I posted on Instagram the Shogun Optimus Prime. Which, if you've never seen the Shogun figures, like with Godzilla and stuff like that, there's some badass little figures, and it has the firing wrist and everything else. But they're $350 for just really something to stand up and put in place. I mean, I don't know.
We've got breaking news. Netflix's upcoming Bone series has been canceled.
Yeah, no, that was announced earlier today.
Oh, this says 8 minutes ago for me.
Oh, okay, yeah. Where you been at?
Well, so you I was looking it up the other day because I thought it'd be cool to start collecting the Star Wars ships through Lego.
Yeah,
that shit's fucking the Death Star and the Imperial cruiser are both $800.
$800. Jesus Christ! You got to build it.
No, but that's hold on. You want to laugh, Kennedy? That was when that's how much it was when it first came out. Then it decreased.
It decreased. Okay.
It decreased, and then I guess it went back up because the Millennium Falcon that came out was like $875 and change. Then I looked it up like a year later, and it went down. So like those things fluctuate.
It's back up now because I was looking at that, the Death Star and the Imperial cruiser, and it was all fucking $800. So.
Did they just come out, or when was the
the Death Star that they've got right now is actually getting ready to go off the market. So I guess they're going to come out with another one, but
well, Sega is reportedly working on big budget reboots of Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio.
Nobody cares.
I like
Jet Set Radio has a fucking following, dude.
And so does Crazy Taxi.
I never met anybody that played that
thing,
game.
but fucking
like Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi's great. You're just too young.
Crazy Taxi was super fun when you were like sitting there playing, like driving it.
You mean the arcade game, not the actual, like we're talking about like
way better than when it was on. I think it was on like Sega Saturn originally. Dreamcast. I'm sorry.
I never heard anybody say, "Oh, I played Jet Set Radio."
Really?
I don't even know what that is.
Let's see.
It was a skating / punk game. Yeah, it was.
Oh,
I knew a lot of people that played it.
Some of the other games
recently came out with a new one.
They're looking to relaunch is Panzer's Dragon, Streets of Rage, and Rez. They're hoping it
Did
becomes.
they already do that with Streets of Rage already? They fucking
Apparently
made
they're-
part 4.
They're gonna make a no. They're gonna reboot it.
Why have you made a part 4? Make a part 5 if that's the case.
Nope. They're gonna reboot it. They're hoping it becomes as popular as Fortnite, which Fortnite just did Coachella.
Yeah, no.
Every time I hear Fortnite, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I gotta play Fortnite with my friends after I'm done with this.
You play Fortnite?
Yeah, my buddy who tells me to play games that I don't like playing, but he tells me, "Hey, I want to play because I want to have some more than one person play with me." I'm like, all right, I ain't got nothing to do. There used to be like this other game I played with my friends where we had to get to the point, and like I played as the gay character who had the visor tactical thing. I forget. I like playing as a little dwarf guy and stuff. I forget the name.
Get to the point. Why is nobody on the point? Everybody's dead.
Step on the point. Just step on the point. I don't make.
Why is that? You don't make that noise no more?
No.
Oh, you don't make that noise anymore.
No, I don't make that noise. No.
Anymore.
You want to? We can play. I'll let you. You won't hear it. We'll hear your fan.
No, there's no fan on.
Oh, that's good. All right.
I think that's him just breathing, man. Just a normal.
It is. It's me. It's me concentrating.
No, but that's not him going. It's like fucking his lips are like right there.
Now I'm concentrating. I'm like, I'm about to, if you hear me that means I'm about to die and somehow surviving.
Anyways, get to the good news about video games.
What is the good news about video games?
That they're re-releasing all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that they? Well, no, they're remaking them.
And they're releasing all of the originals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aren't they making
it's
new
going to be
ones?
it's going to be one bundle pack of all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, including the Game Boy games.
Let's see. It's the Cowabunga collection, and apparently Kevin Eastman is actually going to be doing some art for the book. If you wanted to get the collector's edition, which is what is it, $150 something, I think it is.
Ooh.
It will have a physical copy of the game, which most of these games don't have physical copies. With the original book designed by Kevin Eastman, a cloth poster featuring Kevin Eastman's adaptations of TMNT Turtles in Time, a multi-layer acrylic diorama of Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo, enamel pin set of 5 classic designs of the Technodrome, the Turtle Blimp, the Party Wagon, Shredder, and Krang. A set of 12 translucent comic-style character trading cards based upon TMNT Tournament Fighter, and a full-color art book with 180 pages featuring a chapter dedicated to each of the 13 games in the compilation.
All for the low price of fucking $140.
Is it $140?
No, I'm joking.
It is something like that, though.
That's not
it
the
is like
exciting
over
part.
$100.
Like, that's all cool
Yeah,
collector shit.
$149.99.
They're making the games co-op, guys.
Well,
Weren't they always co-op? Like you could play on the system like with multiple people.
Right, but they're making it online co-op, so you can sit in New York and play, and I can sit here and play.
Thank you for explaining to me what co-op means in this day and age, Kennedy. I didn't know. Thank you so much.
You're asking why it's cool because you could do it before. Motherfucker, you're not here, but we can play the old ass TMNT.
But in this day and age,
online.
It makes sense to have it co-op because why? Because it was co-op when it was is it analog? Can I say analog? Is that the right terminology?
Yeah, no, that's not.
Is that the right terminology? It's like, it's a 4-player game on the system. Why would they not make it?
They could easily have just been like, okay, yeah, it's couch co-op again, but they went the extra step and made it online co-op.
Extra step? It's standard now.
Here's the thing: is
you are real judgmental for somebody who has no idea what goes into making a game online co-op.
Why?
Yeah,
why are they releasing? Like they're getting the TMNT arcade version, but you can get the NES version. Like, why would you want the NES version if you can have the arcade version?
I like the NES version.
Is there a difference?
Graphic wise, it should be a little different.
Really?
It was the exact same.
Yeah,
it could have been an exact port from the arcade.
It was the arcade and the NES were the exact same. The difference was that they had a quarter system on the arcade version.
Then you got Tournament Fighter for the NES and Super Nintendo.
That shit gave me blisters on my thumb, man. I was trying to play that game.
Yeah. So some of these games are just repeats, but that were played on different systems.
How much is it regular without the special bundle? Like what?
Probably like $70 or something.
$70 for fucking remakes of games?
No,
that like
$40. That's the Switch.
Well, I was gonna say I don't think it's.
I'll probably get that on my Switch.
But I'm like, I want to play Turtles in Time and all that. Like, yeah,
You should play with Elrock. He's speed races that thing.
that's why I
Speed run.
wouldn't play with
He
him.
runs it. It's racing it though. He's racing.
Why? He knows all the fucking mechanics. He goes, I know what this guy's gonna do. I gotta hit him over here. Like,
Yeah, he's competition and yeah.
I'm going to the Arcade Expo next year. I'm definitely. I want to go to that. That looks so much fun.
In March. It's the week before March Madness starts up.
All right, I'm definitely booking a flight, and I'm gonna go out there for that one.
Come on out. I'll be going.
Now that I have weekends available again, yeah, I like
Everything was lining up for us to do concave, and now it's just.
That's right, because that
So maybe we should switch to Arcade Expo because Arcade Expo happens every year, like regardless.
We'll do the weight loss challenge all the way until next March.
I feel like
we're all down to like 120 pounds. Like, what the fuck?
I was telling Doc before you guys came on. I was like, they should just take the L and just still have it at that place and just go to Walmart and get like these pools that you can put in the I don't think anyone cares about the pool situation other than the people running it. And I think
Doc, evidently,
Doc doesn't give a shit about the pool.
No, I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't. He just went in the pool that time.
The room that has the pool in it, it's like a fucking sauna in there. Open those fucking windows.
I told him like he's got to like talk to Claude, whoever's in charge, like, yo, just take the L. If anything, we could just get pools and stuff like that. Like raise because if they raise the ticket prices like $10, they can just get a pool. Like it's not that big of a deal. I don't think anyone would complain.
Who's scratching in the microphone?
What are you doing, class?
I'm not. It's not me.
It sounds like somebody has got scratch offs or something.
Is
That's not me.
Oh, it's
gotta be. I
think it's
not me.
You were moving. No.
My mic's right here.
Oh, is it rubbing against your no?
You know what? Class, it was you.
Oh, it wasn't me. Look. What the fuck? It's not me at all.
I'm rubbing this thing. Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
It is that. There you go.
Fucking.
There you go, Kennedy.
Yeah.
Well,
when you that one time when you looked down, it looked like your cord there was rubbing on the mic.
Oh, wait a minute. No, well, it's kind of a.
I keep forgetting this thing is a mic of some sort.
All right, guys. Well, that will bring the show to a close. Let's start off with.
How are you not okay? All right.
What else are we talking about?
Thor: Love and Thunder, like at all? Like, aren't we supposed to be nerd news and shit? And you're just going to skip one of the biggest fucking releases of the last week?
It was a teaser.
Like, what the? No, we're going to talk about masturbation pods, but we're not going to talk about Thor: Love and Thunder. Like, nobody's going to listen to this show anymore, Doc. What the fuck?
They want to know about masturbation pods, and that's tech stuff. That's not.
He's the producer of the show. Whatever he puts on the thing, we talk about. So
yeah.
You know what? I think this is why he doesn't send us the outlines anymore, because he know we'd be like, "What the fuck?"
No, because
I think they only do. Yeah, I used to read the outline.
I read it every time.
I can send them. You want to talk about it? We can talk about it.
Hey, how about this, Kennedy? When you're not too tired from working like 90 hours a week, you can tell Doc, "Hey, can we talk about this on the next show?" Like you can do that.
I used to do the video game sections, but
yeah.
All right, so
yes,
put some videos
Joshua,
in there.
you gotta take that. You gotta take that mask out, puto.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bitch.
Wear it.
Hey, how's this
over the eyes, just like a boomer,
Joshua?
What's up?
How's your subway doing up there lately?
How's my what?
The subways, you been doing all right? Not being shot or anything? Gassed out?
No, well, because I walk to work.
That's good.
That happened in Brooklyn though. Brian actually messaged me. He's like, "Yo, I know you live in the Bronx, but like that shit that happened in Brooklyn." I'm like, "Chief, I was off that day. I didn't even leave my house." But on a serious note, yeah, it's getting kind of crazy here. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's.
Don't y'all think you have a serial killer running around there right now?
Oh no, they caught that guy.
Oh, okay.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, he was killing homeless people. He was like shooting them and shit.
Jesus.
But yeah, it's getting kind of fucking nutty. I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm just like, there's not a day that goes by that I'm just like, fuck, man, what's gonna happen today? Because like, you know, you never know. Like before, I never had that sense of like concern, but now it's like I was walking home last night with my coworker, and this dude was just eyeballing us, and we're just like, why? Like, what the fuck is gonna happen right now? You know?
Jesus.
So it is a little nutty. I'm not even gonna lie, and like fucking I'm grateful for every day I get to get home safely.
Hell yeah, man. Be careful.
Yeah, because
Be
no,
careful.
it's true. Like I was telling people all the time, it's like we never had this much violence. Like it's gotten really fucking bad.
It's awful.
And it's
Did you
like
say it's awesome or awful?
Awful.
It sounded like
Awful.
it was awesome.
It's awesome, man.
I tell you I would say to move here because it's not as dangerous. But like literally a few years back, we had that guy who was sniping people from the overpass on 65. You remember that shit?
Well, that's Indiana, so just don't go.
Dude, what
Oh,
about
yeah.
the past like 3 weeks? There have been like multiple murders. Dude, I was driving from Walmart to Target for a toy hunt, and they had this one area blocked off, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" I went around the corner in New Albany. It was a Circle K. 2 fucking bodies were like laying in the street, like laying in. Did you guys hear about that?
No,
Dude, the
Yeah.
Walmart over there on fucking Grant, is it Grantline? Right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it always has something going on at that Walmart. Like they need to
Yeah,
shut
this was
that motherfucker
right
down.
down the. No, they got good figures there.
you know what?
Nobody wants to go there.
I know, lucky me. I got to wear
I hate
bulletproof vest.
to-
But like like less than a mile down the road from there is a Circle K, like 6 blocks down the road from there.
You know,
There-
okay,
there's
you know the
bodies laying
projects.
there. Mhm.
You know the projects that are at the end of that road.
Mhm.
That's where I grew up.
Okay.
I
okay.
hate
Yes,
to
sir.
bring it down a bit, but like it's gotten so bad. Like I don't know. I didn't really talk about this, but we lost a coworker last weekend.
No shit.
Yeah, he got
The
shot.
violence?
Yeah, he got shot in the head.
oh,
Fuck.
Like just wife had a kid on the way. We just went to his funeral on Monday. It's just like
Oh, dude.
it's gotten like, yeah, man, it's like really fucking bad. So like I'm not like, oh, I'm in danger, but it's like you never know now. Like I've never
Was
had
it
that
wrong
feeling.
place, wrong place,
No,
wrong time
wrong-
for that dude,
no,
or he got
it was-
got?
No, it was mistaken identity because somebody
Ugh.
the theory is somebody that the person who shot went into the building that they didn't like, and they just shot from outside, and like it was really bad. Like because
Mm.
I'll paint like I went into work on Sunday and they were asking about him, and they were like, oh, they heard that he got shot and something like that. So I just Googled like man shot in lobby in Brooklyn, and I'm reading it out loud, and like nobody knows what happened. I'm like, oh shit, he died, and everyone finds out right then and there at the job. And like they show the picture of his because he always wore a Yankee hat, and they show his Yankee hat on the step with the blood. and the shoe. And it's just like
Fuck.
shit. Like I said, man, like Kennedy's right, man. Like if I didn't have to take care of my grandmother, I'd probably be living in Kentucky right now. Because it's just it's really bad out here. Like it hit close to home that day, and it's just like
Well,
fuck.
shit.
You just
Wasn't it the first time you met Matt? You just got robbed?
no. I met that, and
You got mugged.
I got mugged.
oh my
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say mugged. I just like was walking, and like the dude tried to put me in a chokehold, and I'm thinking it's my uncle, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? I'm like, oh shit, you're not my uncle. And like I shot in for a double leg, and I slipped, and I fell down, and my phone popped out. He took my phone and ran. So I wouldn't say I got mugged. I just was like, that was Matt's first time in the Bronx.
God.
Dude, grab your abuela and come down here. Like,
Nah, she
ain't
doesn't
gonna
want. She doesn't want to move.
You got
dude, tell her with the
$150
money
rent.
that she gets. Tell her with the money that she gets every month. Guarantee she could get a fucking mansion down here.
Nah,
Oh,
she
man.
honestly she's set in her ways, and she doesn't want to be somewhere where she's not comfortable, and going to somewhere she's never been, to live somewhere she's never been, to be around people she's set in her ways. Like my dad has told her
Right.
like, come live with me in Albany. She's like, I don't want to live with you. So it's just one of those things where I'm just like, I don't mind it. I don't care. I'm here for her, and like everything that she's been through recently. It's just like it shows how strong she is, and I'm just like, Grandma, I'm here for you no matter what. Because she's like, oh, don't put
Yeah.
your life on hold for me. I'm like,
Nice.
you are my life. I don't care about
There
anything.
you go,
else but
man.
you.
You're a good
Aw.
dude, Joshua. That's why I love you, buddy. You're a good fucking dude, man.
All right, so what were your guys' thoughts on Thor, the new Thor?
Seems to be like everybody in my job hated it, and I'm like, this looks awesome. Like I
It
can't
does
wait.
look awesome.
Have you guys seen the picture of what Christian Bale looks like? He looks horrible.
Gordon.
I saw the
I don't-
figure.
I think it's more there's CGI aspects to it because it doesn't. The character's an alien, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Well, everything's really an alien, depending on where you're.
Okay, well he's an alien.
Yes, he's
Like,
an alien that announced they had like a very big belief in their god, and then everybody in his family and were murdered, and so he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go kill every god that exists." and he comes after Odin and comes after Thor, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Actually, kind of want to read that series of him, like his introduction, because I'm pretty sure he's not around.
Aaron.
He's not
Is
around
that
anymore.
is that the guy that is the same race as the guy who came with Thanos?
Oh, I don't know. No,
Looking at the pictures, it looks a
no,
lot.
'cause that's what they were saying, that that guy, they did a better job than the makeup of what he is supposed to look like. Yeah,
I feel like he looks like they probably gonna have to put CGI on him because he has like an alien type face, and Christian Bale's character, from what I've seen on the figure and the pictures of him like in pre-production or during filming, he looks like powder.
Looks like Darth Vader without his helmet.
But then again, it's the MCU, so they take liberties with stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
and
he'll be awesome.
What was Ebony Maw? So is Ebony Maw?
No, I don't think he is.
Gore. The same
he was born on a planet with no name.
yeah, because my friend has told me his race worshiped the gods and asked for help from any type of god and just devoted their life to gods, and it just didn't work out. And he was like the last one.
Yeah,
and he has like this sword that can kill gods, and he's very good with it.
He was super like religious, and then it looks like his pregnant wife was killed during an earthquake, and then one by one each of his kids die, and he gets fucking pissed off.
And evidently,
you think Thor's gonna die this movie?
No,
evidently Thanos visited his planet. He wasn't part of the snap. It was Thanos visited them.
Interesting.
I mean, there wasn't a snap in the comic books, so
yeah, there was. Yeah, there was. Yeah, the original Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that. That was like 20 years ago. I'm talking about like this dude's fucking planet wasn't probably. Jason Aaron didn't be like, oh, I'm going to write about the Thanos.
No, I don't know about what Jason Aaron did, but yeah, that's the snap was the. Did you ever read Infinity Gauntlet? I got up. No, we talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on one episode of here or one of the back row, but I was talking about like how detailed it was. Like there was one page dedicated to fucking Spider-Man jumping to each branch, and the panel showed it. And I was like, wow, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. We did talk about that. Yeah,
comic books was so detailed back then, as opposed to now. It's like one panel here, one panel like fucking in another apartment. You know?
Yeah, it really was.
Oh, evidently Gore is powered by a symbiote.
Yeah, the sword.
Ooh.
Yeah, the sword. That's how he kills gods.
But my friend was like, "Oh, the sword is like by Null," and I'm like, "Dang."
Yeah, no. He saw Null battling somebody else, and that's where he got
Beta Ray Bill.
No, I don't think it was Beta Ray Bill.
No, because Beta Ray Bill is the reason why they have like a weakness to sound, right?
No, is that why?
Yeah, that's when I was watching the fucking thing about it on Variant Comments Explain Shit. They was like, that's why he fought Thor, Beta Ray Bill, or it was Thor, maybe. I could be wrong. But that's a problem with the sound. That's the weakness. That's the reason why they have the weakness.
You guys like
Thor showed up to deal with him when you're talking about when they were dealing with when they were all battling the Simeonites, right?
No, the way it was explained was like because he's been around for so long that he fought Thor at one point, and like I'll look at the episode again because like I know, but he was like, yeah, he's been around for so long that he fought either Beta Ray Bill or Thor, and it was like that's why he has a weakness to sound because the hammer slamming.
Oh, okay. I don't
know.
The
symbiote's actual name is All Black the Necro Sword.
Okay.
That's cool.
All Black the Necro. Yeah, it's way cooler than the sword. It's fucking Necro Sword.
Oh, I didn't know anything about this guy. I actually kind of have to read a lot of comic books because I've been paying fucking Marvel unlimited money for like nothing.
You feel like the Guardians part's gonna be very small? Let's like at the beginning.
I feel like in the teaser they showed them leaving him. Like they were like, gonna. So it's probably gonna be like the first 15 to 20 minutes, and then they go like because I kind of piece it together like. Star-Lord's gonna be like, man, you're just not a good fit for us. We're just gonna leave you. He's like, leave me off here.
Yeah.
You know, so I would say like in the first, because I was like, oh, they left him. So I kind of see that happening in the first 15 to 20 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if this movie's like 2.5 hours long.
2 hours would be good. I don't think 2.5 would be a little long.
I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be like one because like it's like you have to fit in a lot of stuff. You got the Guardians of the Galaxy
Well,
aspect
if
of
you
it.
do 20 minutes with the Guardians, which you could, but it didn't look like they were really going to be doing anything much.
Is
you
it
kinda
all
have
the
to show-
Guardians?
No,
What?
No, is
I
it
don't think-
only
I-
is it only a Groot and
Oh, it's all of them.
is
Yeah,
it
it's all
okay?
of 'em.
Because I just
minus
saw like
Gamora.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've or the trailer yet, but I saw like the figures that came out, and it's only like a Star-Lord and like a teenage Groot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
No,
you can really tell what you're doing when you look into the eyes of your loved ones, and he tries to lean over, and fucking Thor's just trying to stare him in his eyeballs the entire time. Not
Doc, did you hear that they say, oh, we're gonna have like Thor's gonna be in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie too?
It doesn't make sense for him to be in there if, like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
But they did say it. It was like I feel like James Gunn did say, oh, Thor will be in this movie because he's a part of the Guardians at this.
Yeah, but I
point.
mean, doesn't look like he's with the Guardians.
I mean, anything can happen, but they could probably be like, hey, we, you know,
And I
because
think
if they're gonna fight
deal-
Adam
I think they're
Warlock,
gonna- well, no, I thought they were going to deal with the church possibly too.
no, but Adam Warlock's in the fucking movie.
Well, yeah, he is, but I thought they were
So-
the big bad was going to be the church.
But if they have to deal with Adam Warlock, they need a heavy hitter because they can't fuck with Adam Warlock.
No.
Oh God, no.
Or do you think Adam Warlock's going to be just like the kind of like supposed to be the big bad, but ultimately he's not going to be?
The misled big bad. You never know with MCU, bro, because they can make someone who's supposed to be good bad and someone bad good. You know?
Well, Adam Warlock has been good.
Yeah, but like, they're introducing him as a bad guy though.
Yeah, but you could do that. They introduced Winter Soldier as a bad guy.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, it's like he was never introduced as a bad guy in the beginning, right? Adam Warlock was always supposed to be a good guy.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, because the Infinity Gauntlet, right? Class, he gets introduced and then he comes out the cocoon, and he's like
Yeah.
the big savior.
Yeah,
Was he ever a bad guy?
he was. I mean, way before that. I think because I don't know if he was taken over or something like that, or I think at one point he was a bad guy, but it's kind of like Namor was like a bad guy at some point. Like I think Adam Warlock was. I don't know a whole lot about him other than the Infinity Gauntlet stuff, and he was like the savior at that point.
I know.
But I'm not
if
sure.
you play the Guardians of the Galaxy game, they kind of like make it seem like he has like a split personality.
Yeah, I
you
think
have to battle.
pretty sure that might be the case. He might actually have something like that. Unless he went power hungry with it. I don't he was bad, I think, before the Infinity Gauntlet, like before he actually was part of the Infinity Watch or whatever it was called. So
It's Infinity Watch because I have them in Marvel Strike Force.
yeah. Oh, okay. So I kind of knew what I was talking about.
So tell me, comic nerd guys, is any of this gonna involve the guy from the end of Eternals?
No.
I never watched Eternals.
What's that movie? I didn't watch.
So
That was a
it's-
question on Jeopardy, by the way, that I got right. Because it's like
It was
and nobody answered it.
is it the Black Knight he's supposed to be, or
No,
No,
that doesn't.
no.
That's not going to involve him.
No.
So
No.
I'm still
Okay.
trying to figure out how him and Blade are going to connect because I don't. That doesn't make any sense.
Black Knight and Blade?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Blade's
'cause-
voices at the end.
Yeah.
Tell him that he's not ready for the black sword or whatever.
No, he said, "Are you sure you want to do that, Mister Whatever his name is?"
Yeah, I don't know.
And to be honest with you, that dude's power, his story is just so lame. Like he's just a guy with a sword. That,
Black Knight?
yeah.
well,
was
I
just
mean,
like,
they established that his family has had it for a long time. So
Well, then you also have Harry Styles is Thanos' brother in it too.
Oh.
Yeah. Nobody
yeah. Who cares?
watch that fucking movie.
but I didn't get the Ragnarok vibes off of this one that I thought I would get. I thought that would be like just the direction they stayed with Thor movies, but I think it's like the logo gives you Ragnarok vibes, but other than that, like nothing else in the trailer gave that feeling.
You mean like the music didn't give you that, or the humor didn't give you any of that, or the bright colors didn't give you any of that?
I mean, I guess if you want to connect them, yes, but like I don't know, the vibe was different from this.
It's the same
one.
director. Takiti Watiti is not going to
Right, but it was very PTSD almost. Like he's playing his Thor as somebody who fucking actually did go through a traumatic experience and is getting through that instead of just blowing it all. But he's not blowing it all off in comedy or just kind of, So I don't know. Ragnarok, he had something happen and like shit was crazy. But this one, he's actually playing somebody who's traumatized.
So
he's lost everything.
Yeah,
like Thor has lost everything. If you think about it, he lost his planet or his land, I guess, his home. He lost most of the people there. He lost his father,
right?
Probably lost his brother. Like, who knows with Loki? But it looks like, because Loki looks like he's died a few times. Lost his mom.
Well, the Loki show brought him back, so we know that he's back. But Thor doesn't know that.
Yeah, so like Thor has lost everything, and so is he just not even gonna be like, I haven't seen a trailer for it, so I don't know why Jane has the hammer. Like, is he just not worthy of wielding it anymore? And
remember the hammer got destroyed.
Yeah, we don't know what
that's right, because
she has a repaired version of it.
Yeah, he has Stormbreaker.
He has Stormbreaker still.
Yeah,
well,
he's using it. He's using it as a light bridge.
I think
he puts it away. See, it's funny you guys mentioned that because that's what I was explaining to my coworkers. Like, oh, this trailer looks whack, and one coworker's like, it's like he's fighting himself. I was like, yeah, because he fucking lost everything. He went through some shit. He was depressed, and this is him picking up the pieces. And they just like they couldn't grasp it. I was like, yeah,
he got all fat. He went through He never forgave himself for not like going for the head. It seems like he should have went for the fucking head, and he was a broken down man. I mean, he was funny, of course. Like, he looked like the dude. It was all funny, but it was like, well, he's deep down, he was a broken down fucking god that lost everything.
Well, they're if you watch the trailer, man, like,
I will.
They are actually, so they're playing into that. They're playing that he is that broken man, but he's trying to use humor to find a way to cope with it, but it's not working. And that's what I'm saying is, like, I think everybody who hated the trailer, I think they wanted that Thor Ragnarok vibe to it. And while they kept the theme of the colors and the music and stuff like that, I think they went with an actual human psychology approach to it, and I'm excited for it. Super fucking excited. Like,
that's fucking cool, man. If they go that route, that's deep as shit for a Marvel movie. Like,
but it does say that he put it away. It says that he put it away, but if you see in the trailer, he's using Stormbreaker to create a light bridge in the trailer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which we knew he could do because he did it right after he got it, but that's how he's exploring all of these places after he leaves the Guardians. So,
so he's.
I mean, I don't.
This is the first one to get killed by Gore.
No, they said that big thing that you see him and Krog are looking at. That's a god that. But
killed. If you're introducing Zeus, isn't he gonna get killed off by Gore? What's the point of bringing in Zeus?
I mean, it's a character that has no merit in MCU, so who cares?
Unless you're gonna let to bring in Hercules in.
I bring Hercules. They could bring in Ares.
Hercules.
But
that dude was cool in the Mighty Avengers run that I read with Bendis and Frank Child, because he was
Ares.
He was just an asshole. He's like, I just want to fight. He had like 2 submachine guns.
Talking about
Ares, no, the big gladiator looking dude with the gigantic guns and the sword, and
but so Jane's only in the trailer for the last like few seconds of it, but they very clearly show that the hammer was broken and put back together.
Yeah, it is.
So, but who did it? Because the only person who can do it is Dimitri, right?
No, it was Hela that broke it.
No. The only person who can put it back together is Dimitri.
I mean, if that dwarf is still around,
I thought didn't they killed him?
Fuck up his hands.
Didn't Thanos went and murdered him?
No. Thanos murdered everybody. But
Thanos let him live and just fucking fucked his hands up.
Yeah, he can't remake that.
Yeah.
No, but he could tell someone how to do it, because that's what he did with these jackals.
Yeah. Who gave Jane the power of the Mjolnir in the comics?
I don't know. I never read that.
I actually just read on this. So nobody gave it to her. She goes to pick up the hammer, and you see the text on the side of the hammer changes to the original true text of whoever holds this hammer be worthy of the powers of Thor. And that's what turns her. So she holds the title. She's not Thor. She just holds the title of Thor. And so that's what they're going off of. But I'm wondering if they didn't get all of that out of her. If they didn't get all of the stone out of her.
That's the thing. No, they did. But my thing is though, at what point? Because in the comic books, they didn't know who the fuck she was for like a good 3 months, right? Thor didn't know who the fuck she was
because she has cancer. So she looks like if you see her, she's a cancer patient. She has no hair left. She's very what you said I looked like at the beginning of this thing. But
I said a dope fiend, not a
when she grips the hammer. It shows in the comics when she grips the hammer, it completely changes her.
Did you read this or you just looked this up?
He's correct. It does change her. It changes her appearance. She does not have cancer when she is Thor, but when she releases Mjolnir and she goes back to being Jane Foster, the cancer comes back to her.
I didn't read the whole novel, but I did look up quite a bit on it.
I figured
in the comics. In the comics, Thor loses it on the moon. Mjolnir, he loses the ability to wield it, and then later on, telepathically, it sought Jane out.
Wow.
I see them doing that, but I also see them adding the cancer thing just to make him even more depressed.
While Thor was away fighting Gore, the God Butcher, Jane was diagnosed with breast cancer. She later accepted an invitation to represent Midgard in the Congress of Worlds on Asgard, where she underwent therapy, refused medical treatment or magical treatments. So I could see.
So that they can't follow that because Asgard's gone.
No, Midgard. Remember, that's where
you just said she represented Midgard on Asgard. Asgard's gone.
Worlds on Asgard. What she had,
right? Okay.
Oh well, there is no Asgard because it didn't get destroyed. But she could go to Midgard.
She could totally she's
isn't there Midgard. A new Asgard in the world? Like
right.
The
so she could be representing Midgard on Midgard, but she could. Midgard is Earth.
Yeah. I know that's funny. Midgard.
But it's called New Asgard, isn't it?
Yeah, New Asgard. So, or who knows? Thor may have found a new planet for him with the light bridge. Now that he can do that.
All right, well, we'll see. It comes out the month of my birth, so maybe
it also seemed like they didn't. So everything that's come out lately, they've been trying to connect in some way or another. They show a connection. This is the first trailer they've shown no connection to shit other than the Guardians. They didn't connect it to Multiverse of Madness. So whatever happens in Doc Strange coming up fixes everything.
Not necessarily.
I think it straightens things back out.
No, not necessarily.
No, that's going to split up more.
Yeah, they're off world, so stuff like that won't happen.
Maybe the light bridge takes them to an Asgard from a different dimension.
The one theory we were throwing around today was could Wanda see a multiverse that has her kids, and that's where the mutants are at, and she does a reverse no mutants. And to get her children back, she declares mutants exist in our world now.
So we're leaving.
Then you get X-Men.
Then it doesn't. It's not weird that she created mutants to be in our world versus people going, where the fuck were all the mutants at if all the shit was happening?
Wow. That's actually a really good theory.
If she sees her kids in another universe, she could recreate them because she finds out that they were actually mutants and saying,
how? But they're not. They got their powers from the Tesseract.
In that universe.
Yeah. But she could.
Yeah.
She brings them to this universe.
Yes.
It makes sense. They're gonna go because apparently the rumor is we find out mutants exist in this one, right?
Well,
that's the
Professor
rumor.
X is part of the multiverse Illuminati.
Okay, so my thing is though, if that's the case, he exists in another universe. They can exist in the universe they're in. They just keep a low profile. Because remember, you can have the Professor X from the MCU being I've cloaked all the mutants because there's only a little bit of us.
Did they make Into the Spider-Verse canon?
No.
Because if they did, what's his name tried that and they died.
Yeah, Sony. Sony does is canon. If it's
Right,
not,
I thought that the last Spider-Man may have brought it in canon.
No,
not Into the Spider-Verse.
no,
The
yeah.
Spider-Verse is a different story.
No.
Wasn't okay. Because
And wasn't that Peter Parker the one that was like, hey, the one voiced by dude from New Girl? That's
Yeah.
the 616 Spider-Man,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So what? I thought I remember. Wasn't his uncle the guy who played the fucking? Oh, what's his name? In Into the Spider-Verse. Remember he meets his uncle and he's
The Prowler.
Prowler. Yeah.
Who's,
Well, didn't
who's
they
voiced
show
by
him?
Blade.
Didn't they show him at the end of
No.
the new Spider-Man?
No. This first one had him, and he
Was it
talked
first
about
one?
it. Talked about his nephew Miles.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he got
that
shot and died.
That kind of just stopped there.
Okay.
But they're planning on. I think they're planning on bringing Miles. But God, right now, Jalen Smith is who they're trying to get in the position of it.
Jaden Smith?
Jaden,
No.
yeah.
No.
I love how Doc fucks up names.
I know. All right, well let's wrap this show up. It's getting late.
Now I'm okay with wrapping it up.
Good. We'll start with class. Class, what'd you learn today?
What did I learn today? I learned that I need to watch the Thor trailer because although I should be up on it because I read comics and obviously collect figures and all that, I need to pick up on my movies. So that's what I think that's what I learned today. I'm trying to think if that sounds good. That sounds good.
And how can they learn about you?
Watch Craven the Toy Hunt on YouTube. I just had a big boost in my
Excellent.
my views and everything, and I greatly appreciate that. Go ahead and follow MCE while you're at it on YouTube. They have a buddy of mine, Seth. He has a thing called What's Poppin', and he has great content.
Excellent. Kennedy, what'd you learn this week? Oh, let me take him off. Or remove you.
You going to remove me?
No, not you. Move.
No. I learned that Chris Class stared at a lot of assholes. No, I learned. I learned that when I scoffed at the price of the Lego sets, that maybe I'm not too far off, because if they're charging that much for a trailer for Optimus Prime, then maybe that's just going to be the going rate for the future.
That's ridiculous.
Everything is going up, man. Figures are up like crazy.
Yeah, it's
a
crazy.
basic a Captain America
$30 figures and stuff.
Yeah, a Captain America figure I just bought, $32. It's fucking stupid. It looks awesome. Not worth it.
Do you think that GameStop is fucking with that market?
No. GameStop did you would always be able to find like the newest stuff at GameStop, but you're always paying a few bucks more. GameStop, their prices have kind of like evened out with everything else, but GameStop has also done the cool thing of price matching. So if you find something cheaper, I've gotten like a lot of my shit at GameStop cheaper than what they usually ask for because they do price match.
Nice.
Okay, so they're not pushing the bar up then.
No, I think it's the collectors and these like the
Class
Hasbro Pulse and other companies that are releasing these. Like I just bought a Monster High doll, and that thing was
what? Why?
$5. Aaron's daughter wanted it, and it was one of those.
That's fair.
Well, they released the first two, and this was the third one that she wanted, and the first two had already sold out, and they were like $200 a pop. And so this one came out. I got it right when it came out, for like $75, and then on eBay it's already like $150, $200.
Shit, I'm collecting the wrong thing.
Yeah, I was just like, what the
I have a bunch of dolls behind me.
Fucking doll. It was $75.
Craven the doll, Craven the Barbie dolls.
Kennedy, how can they learn more about you?
Right now, Facebook. That's about it. If you want to come to my stores and see me, feel free. I can teach you about tech.
You got to tell them where you're at, which store you're going to be at, so they don't just show up randomly.
Oh, yeah, okay. I have stores at Seymour, Columbus, and Bloomington, and good luck.
Good luck?
Good luck.
All right.
Because I'm never at the same one.
Oh, Joshua, what did you learn this week?
I learned from a TikTok video that Nintendo Switch cartridges have like a bitter taste coating to prevent choking.
What?
You mean you never licked them?
Nope. because I'm a fucking adult and I don't do dumb shit like that.
Yes,
I want to
they do
know if
have
that's true.
Yeah, they put a bitter in the plastic to keep the younger kids from eating them because parents don't watch their kids.
Okay.
Lick it, dude. Like seriously, try it. It'll fucking.
Nope.
Yeah.
See, that's like saying, "Hey, lick this electrical thing." No, I know what's gonna happen.
It literally. So it has the same. It has the same effect to your tongue. It's just not an actual electric shock, but it's the exact same reaction.
I mean, I blew a lot of NES games, but I never.
Whoa, I'm okay.
You never blew your NES games?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
That's where we all originally learned how to motorboat, because you'd pull it up and you just.
And the messed up part, it did nothing. It was just reseating the cartridge into it. But we all thought you had to blow. And the funny thing is this was before the internet, where someone would have wrote and said, "Hey, we just fucking figured it out somehow." It's not like Nintendo Power had, "Hey, if you're having problems with your Nintendo cartridge, blow on it and shove that thing back in." We started fucking doing it.
Kids would never understood if we told them that we used to keep Q-tips and alcohol next to the game system. They'd be like, "What the fuck?" And
yeah,
how you clean that shit?
Although somehow, with no internet or anything, somehow everyone knew how to blow in the cartridge, and somehow it worked. I don't know how who started it from, and how it just grew like wildfire. It was incredible.
I had a family member put them in the freezer.
What?
Really?
And they said that shit worked. I never tried it.
Kennedy, you're like one of the only other people that I've ever heard do the alcohol swab with the along the inside. Yeah.
No, they always had the cleaning kit, so people just decided to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was awesome. Poor as fuck. We used isopropyl alcohol.
I made our own too. Yeah. I couldn't afford that back in the day.
Yeah.
Joshua, how can they learn more about you?
If you want to see me tweet or random shit or make fun of Trae Young going 3 for 32 for the last 3 games.
Just the first game.
First 3, the last 3 games, including the play-ins. You can find me on Twitter at Green Eye Bebop, and I kind of post stuff randomly on Instagram now at Green Eye Bebop as well. But if you really just want to see my madness, just follow me on Twitter and see what I post and tweet about. Go Trae.
They were still in the playoffs.
Yeah. You weren't in the playoffs before. You got into the playoffs.
We're
you had
in
to
the
play
playoffs.
in. You had to play. You're in the playoffs.
You better hope Dallas never has to play into the playoffs.
Yeah. I look forward to the day you giving me bullshit about that. But till now, I'm gonna give you bullshit.
I know.
Went from the Eastern Conference Finals to now to barely getting into the play-in.
Yeah, we had John. We have our center completely out. John Collins was missing for the last month.
I don't know if your girlfriend was because she was going through like a panic attack.
I know.
Watching the game. And I'm telling her, I was like, "You guys should win this game, no problem." And then Clint Capella went out. I was like, "Yeah, y'all lost for real."
I turned it off and started watching Moon Knight, and then you're just
and then fucking Cleveland was like, "Yeah, we're bigger than you guys, but we're just gonna shoot threes all for the rest of the game." And I'm like, "You're gonna lose that way?" And I'm like, "Yo, y'all won." Tell them I said congratulations.
Yeah, when I turned it on in the second half and I saw the score was like a 4-point game, I was like, oh, okay, I'll go.
Yeah, because they kept shooting threes, and I was like, "You're bigger than them. Go to the basket." And they're like, "No, we're just gonna keep shooting threes." And I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna lose. Sorry."
All right, and I learned that Kennedy's on 400 calories a day and little sleep and ready to murder children. Apparently, is what we heard. Not murder, but definitely cuss words.
If you talk about it on the podcast, it becomes premeditated. So shut
up. don't murder your children.
Brandy will slap the shit out of him. She don't play that shit. What?
And if you want to follow Frackin' Nerds, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all your podcast needs, Discord. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Doc_Martin. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's really annoying. It's just me being all lovey-dovey and probably pretty stupid. So just follow the Instagram on Frackin' Nerds.
It's beautiful.
Your TikToks are doing better.
Yeah, I'm going to start. Well, because I'm actually watching TikToks and seeing what is working. So I'm probably starting creating more content.
Your content on there is getting better. So
yeah. So.
Is it a lot of selfies with Selfies
No.
with the hair.
Well, yeah, just about a few of that, but that was mostly pictures with her. So yeah.
No, okay.
So beautiful, just so
I'm not mad.
wonderful.
I'm not mad.
So happy.
Doc has good hair.
Joshua Aaron said hello. She wanted you to know that.
Doc has some good hair. I do
Is she
like
there?
your hair, Doc.
No. She messaged me before I started the podcast and say, "Tell Joshua I said hi."
She could just fucking tell me hi herself. She messages me all the time.
Yeah, I know. No, I didn't know she was having a whole conversation with you while I was watching
Oh.
the game.
Bro, it was hilarious. She's like, I can't take this anymore. I was like, do you even know what's going on right now? Like,
No, she sat down and watched the last game with me, and she's like, "So what is a foul?" And I was just like, "What? Oh my
she
lord!"
didn't ask you this at the game that you watched.
No. And then she was like, "Well, why do they get to shoot 2 and versus 1?" And I had to explain, and I was just like, "It's not
Because
that."
it's 2 free throws.
Yeah. Like, and if they don't get fouled on an actual shooting shot, then they have to take the ball out unless they're in the bonuses, and then all that kind of stuff.
Hey, I'm gonna be that guy for you, Doc, right now. Your last one wouldn't even have asked the questions, so shut the fuck up and just enjoy that she's asking questions.
She's very vested in that. The funny thing is, their ex is like, "You didn't want to go watch games with me," and she's like, "You didn't fucking invite me." So he wants me to go watch his games. She's a good one. All right, guys. Well, for class on the not East Coast. No, he's on the fucking over on the across the bridge on the Indiana side, along with Mr. Kennedy and Joshua, who's on that East Coast for right now until the murder rate keeps going up. This is Doc Martin saying, have a fracking good week.